Hey, what's up guys, the StrongBoys19 here, and as promised I'm going to do Pink Floyd's entire discography as a dedication to Storm Thorgerson, who passed away a couple of months back. So yeah, let's just get onto this first album right now, and I think this review is just going to be quite brief, so I can just move on to the to the other albums. So yeah, so this is the review on Pink Floyd's debut album entitled The Piper at the Gates of Dawn. Yes, so The Piper at the Gates of Dawn is particularly the only album to feature Syd Barrett on vocals, and it came out in 1967, and it is the year that Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band came out, and the first two albums from The Doors, and the Rolling Stones is their Satanic Majesty's Request. So back in those days, like the Rolling Stones with their albums Between the Buttons and their Satanic Majesty's Request, The Piper at the Gate of Dawn is completely packed of psychedelic instrumentation, and you know, a lot of people mainly know Pink Floyd as like the masters or the just the legends of progressive rock, and a lot of people really just start their discography with The Dark Side of the Moon. Well, I think they should just check out their previous stuff, because I think this album really does show how Pink Floyd can be this creative from this psychedelic genre, and then move on to other genres, and then just switch and turn to the progressive rock style and sound. So yeah, The Piper at the Gates of Dawn is an excellent debut album, and it's just one of my favourite Pink Floyd albums, and you know, I've just listened to it on Spotify, and all I can say is that Pink Floyd really got something really quite special with this album and some other albums involving, you know, the most well-known and popular albums throughout their later discography. So yeah, like I said, this album's completely packed of psychedelic rock, and I think it's just very, very good stuff, and the whole album from there is just a lot of very unique style of playing, and there are a lot of uses of the effect on reverb on this whole entire album. You know, reverb on the just on the vocals, and also the instrumentation as well. So there's just lots of very, very good songs on here that are just really unique and catchy, and just pretty much easy to follow. And if you haven't come across The Piper at the Gates of Dawn yet, I suggest that you should definitely check this one out. And you know, when it came out, it was critically acclaimed, and it was just known as one of the greatest albums of all time, and there's just lots of feedback on the album being so big and popular, and it's still really well received to this very day. So at least you have to give Pink Floyd lots of chances for you to get into their early psychedelic stuff than just the whole progressive rock sound, because you know, when Pink Floyd was first psychedelic, they would just pretty much move into some experimentation on their other albums, and then they just move into the golden classic stuff from other albums, you know, Dark Side of the Moon, Wish You Were Here, Animals, The Wall, and you know, The Division Bell, and amongst some of the earlier albums. So yeah, most of the lyrical content on this album are just basically based on just on gnomes and fairy tales and space and amongst the other things. Syd Barrett's vocals on this album, to me, they're just really quite unique on the album. Surely you just expect the vocals from Roger Waters or David Gilmour, but back in those psychedelic days, Syd Barrett was the vocalist on this album, and there are some very unique styles of just vocal harmonizing, and like it's just been double tracked, like vocals being recorded on separate audio tracks, and it's just very unique. But when they did the vocal harmonization from the studio in the 60s, they did not have the proper, more advanced technology like we have today. The guitar sound on the album is very good, and it has the very quite loud and crisp sound distortion, and there are uses of other instruments as well, and the production is very, very good, and it's just another one of these albums that you just definitely need to check out and just enjoy for the most part. So yeah, like I said, give Pink Floyd some chances to get into their earlier stuff before moving on into the proper great stuff. So yeah, and if you just love the whole likes of the instrumentation of the psychedelic genre, The Piper at the Gates of Dawn could be one of the perfect choices for you, or maybe even The Doors' debut, or just you know, like some Rolling Stones albums, as I've said earlier. But to be precise, I'd say that Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band could be the perfect choice for you. That album is just a big combination of psychedelic rock with baroque pop and pretty much stuff like that. So yeah, also the artwork is also very infamous. Just the very cool type of effect on the band members, like they've been reflected or something like that, with the quite a cool, unique style of fonts from Pink Floyd's names. So yeah, that's basically all I've got to say about The Piper at the Gates of Dawn from Pink Floyd, and I suggest that you should definitely check this out. And I'm going to give The Piper at the Gates of Dawn a 9 out of 10, and I'll just move on to their next album in the discography in the near future, and I will be back to do more 2013 releases amongst other discographies: Cryptopsy, Megadeth, Annihilator, and you know, John Lennon, and I'll be doing the Beatles in the future. So thank you guys for watching.